Omaha, Omaha, check, check. Now, if you are a sports fan, you know that I haven't lost my mind. You know that Omaha is one of the sheriff's, Peyton Manning's, favorite audible calls. Now, I'm willing to bet in your life you've had to call an audible at one point or another. Or you needed to call an audible, but maybe you were hesitant to do so. I had that experience this past weekend while I was volunteering in the youth ministry over at Hollandale. Tony, Tori, thank you. Pastor Eric Kingsley, thank you guys for the opportunity. We had an absolute blast. But the reason why I'm talking to you about audibles is because I had to decide if I was going to give the same message to a group of young men and young ladies who had heard the message the previous night, or if I was going to change an audible at the last moment with about 10 minutes before service. And here's what I did. I asked my wife what she thought based on the number of people who were in attendance from the previous night, and we did agree that in order to impact and reach these young people, that an audible was necessary. Now, would we have been able to execute and deliver the same message and it'd be easier on me? Absolutely. Would I have been able to deliver the same message and be as effective for the audience and those that we're trying to reach? Absolutely not. So we made the decision. She helped me help get me prepared 10 minutes before service to make some changes and to call this audible. And in the end, the outcome was fantastic. We were actually able to get more engagement than we had the previous night. Now, that's just one example. I want to ask you, when was the last time you needed to call an audible in your life? When did you need to Omaha a situation, whether it was relationally, professionally, personally, financially, where you saw something, you recognized it, and you knew that something needed to change? That might be right now today. The current way, the current process, or the current systems that you're using to build and lead your life, maybe they need to change. Now, here's the real question, or the true challenge when it comes to making that decision, is making that decision. Are you going to stick with the status quo and your routine and what you've always done, or are you going to dare to be one of the exceptional few and call the audible? Now, I know in my life, my biggest blessings, my biggest opportunities, and my biggest wins have come on the other side of the tough situation. Is an audible an easy call to make? No, it's not. And here's why. Most of the time, you already have in your mind or in your heart the idea or the answer that you want to have about how you're going to go about your day or your life or your week or your business plan, your marriage, or how you're going to parent. And then something comes up and you recognize it. Or maybe you think you recognize a situation or a circumstance, and then you have to decide, do I really recognize, do I really see something, or is my mind playing tricks on me? Now, many times we are caused to be paralyzed by fear or, nervousness or doubt. And this is where experience comes into play. The reason why Peyton Manning was so great at calling audibles is because of the experience and the amount of study and preparation that he had days, weeks, months, and years before he needed it in that situation. And I know that the reason I was able to effectively audible the teaching is because of what I'm doing here with you guys right now. The fact that I had a well or a toolbox to refer to and pull something that I knew would be impactful for young people, I believe that made my decision making and gave me the confidence to move forward. So whether you need to call an audible in your life today, or if you just need to fill your well with the waters of life so that in the future you have that experience to look back on, make sure you're always thinking about, if I was in a situation where I needed to audible, would I know the correct call to make? Would I be physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally prepared to execute that audible? And would I even recognize that an audible is needed? Remember that I love you, God loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And until next time, don't be average. Be world renowned. Peace. I might be doing getting the one video that I did, right? Ah, man. Boy. A show must go on, right?
Want some water?
How I look? I look okay? I look bad?
You look like you're struggling.
All right, we're going to get it. No.